super friends. Today we're going to be modeling language using a core communication flip book, and I'm going to be reading some of my favorite board books. These are really simple, easy readers that you might use with a typically developing toddler, or you might use with an older child that is, delayed in their language skills. So I have Blue Hat, Green Hat, one of my very favorites because I love Sandra Boyden. I have Brown Bear, What Do You See? And I have Goodnight Gorilla. And as you're going to see, the fringe vocabulary that I'm using with the communication flip book is not specific to each of these books. Instead, I've found which category best fits the needs for that book, and I've taken it from there. And sometimes you'll see I just don't have the right word, but lots of times I do, and it works out well enough that you can adapt it to almost any book that you need. So the first book I'm going to demonstrate, or part of the book, I'm just going to be reading a few pages, is Brown Bear, What Do You See? And as you can probably see from my communication flip book, my fringe vocabulary here is a little bigger, and that's because I printed it on a different printer, and I was just trying to quickly put it on, so it's just on tape, so it's not looking the best. But of course, if I wanted to have it on there permanently, I would have included it in the bindings. But that's just so you know what's going on. So let me show you a few pages of Brown Bear. And you'll see I don't have all the fringe vocabulary that I need, but that's okay. I just keep moving on. Brown Bear, what do you see? I see a red bird looking at me. Red bird, what do you see? I see a yellow duck looking at me. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Okay, so I'm going to move on from this book, and I'm going to change over here to Goodnight Gorilla. And along with that, I'm going to change my vocabulary here. Again, I'm doing the quick and dirty method. I'm just going to add on my zoo animals. Okie dokie. Good night, gorilla. There's a gorilla. Good night, gorilla. Look at the gorilla. He's gonna go somewhere. I wonder where he's going. He's gonna go somewhere. Good night, elephant. Oh, I see the elephant. Look, he's in the cage, but they are going by. And look at that gorilla. He's up to something. Look, the gorilla is doing something. He's using a key. And the zookeeper says, good night, lion. Do you see the lion? He's sitting there with a bone. I wonder what's going to happen. Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe. Oh, they're still in the cage, but they're going to go out of the cage very soon. I wonder what's going to happen, where they will go. Okay, so that's how you can use the communication board with even a book that has very few words, and the words aren't even on the core vocabulary. The good night's not even on here, but because I still had some of the zoo animals, I could use those fringe vocabulary, as well as just kind of explaining the book and adding my own little commentary. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple pages from one of my favorite children's authors. At least for these little board books. Oh, my son, we used to read these types of books, the Sandra Boyden books, to my son when he was little. And we just loved them so much. Okay, so you'll see the very first page. I don't have the word hat, but that's okay. I'm going to keep going. Blue hat, green hat, red hat. Oops! And my favorite thing to do here is if I have a Big Mac or a single message voice output device, is to have oops on there, and the kids just press it in. So we get to that part and then they go oops. So I'm going to pretend like I have that single switch right here. Red shirt, blue shirt, Yellow shirt. Oops. Okay, look at these silly animals. Look at this. We have yellow pants. We have red pants. We have green pants. Oh, look at that turkey. Look at that turkey. Oops. So there you can get an idea of how to use a communication book even without the exact vocabulary with some really fun picture books, as well as how to add your own commentary using the picture book to model even more language for your kids.